Hello, and welcome to this Greenbuild Fast Chat discussing product transparency. I'm Sherida Sessa, Brand Director for Greenbuild, and joining me today is John Schmeha, Corporate Sustainability Manager at Andersen Corporation. John, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Sherida.
So, John, as a charter member of the U.S. Green Building Council, I think it's safe to say that Andersen has been prioritizing sustainability for quite some time. Can you describe Andersen's journey in product sustainability?
Yeah, Andersen's been really focused on environmental sustainability for a really long time, starting from really its inception, trying to make windows and doors more efficiently for homes. And really, the product transparency work took off about a decade ago when we first certified to the Forest Stewardship Council certification. We were the first major window and door manufacturer to certify to that program. And at about the same time, we also added indoor air quality certification and recycled content certification for our products. We've also been a really long-term partner of the Energy Star program, and have been recognized for that multiple times through the Energy Star Awards.
So, when did you make the transition to really focusing on transparency?
Yeah, that happened actually about the same time I joined Andersen. We were working on a couple projects, one in particular at Yellowstone National Park that was trying to get Living Building Challenge certification. And so as part of that program, we really needed to focus on not only transparency for our products, but also eliminating those red list chemicals in the Living Building Challenge program. And so at that time, we started really in earnest on doing life cycle assessments on our products and also sort of digging into the supply chain and getting that chemistry information to provide to those customers that needed it.
So, what does transparency mean for a manufacturer like Andersen? In other words, what's your role in the space? What does success look like? Who is it for?
Yeah, we're in an interesting place in this building industry. A lot of our sales go to the residential market, and we don't see as much customer pull for sustainability in that area, but our commercial space is growing rapidly. And so as that grows and as we're trying to serve the needs of the architecture and design community, that's one sort of pull from the outside to do this work. We also have a really sort of strong internal commitment to learn more about our products, learn where the biggest environmental impacts are, both in chemistry and life cycle impacts, and really use that information to optimize our products moving forward. So I think our role in this space is really to be a leader in this window and door industry. One, also try to be a leader in the greater building industry, and then be able to supply our customers with all the information they need so that their projects can be a success. And probably even more importantly than all that is to provide products that are safe, healthy, and efficient for all of our customers.
It's an extremely important goal. And it sounds easy on paper, but what's the most difficult part of product transparency for manufacturers? And what are you doing to overcome those challenges?
Yeah, so at the place a manufacturer like Andersen sits in the supply chain, we have hundreds of suppliers supplying us things like insulated glass units, hardware, plastics, wood, and chemicals and paints and adhesives and things like that. And so really the biggest challenge for us is actually collecting that information, right? So a lot of the information for the materials in our products is considered proprietary by the suppliers. So we need to work, really develop relationships with those suppliers, work long term to try to build the capacity and the willingness on both sides to collect and maintain that information. So that's been a big challenge for all manufacturers in this space, is really building that will within the supply chain to give us the information that can help us supply product transparency, and then also being able to put all that information together in a way that our customers can use. So I think ultimately for us, success is when we have the vast majority of our suppliers on board with this work, supplying the information that we're asking for, and then being able to push that out to our customers. And like I mentioned before, also be able to use that information to optimize our products and make them better over time, so that we can improve our environmental footprint on our own end.
Absolutely. So, with all of your learning thus far, what advice would you give to specifiers and users, or even other manufacturers in the space related to product transparency?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think one of the things that we struggle with is that lack of pull from the market, or people pushing us to improve. And really, what we want for specifiers to do is know what's important and ask your manufacturers for it, right? So make sure that you're asking those questions repeatedly and sort of pushing the manufacturers in your supply chain to improve. I don't know exactly who this is attributed to, but somebody once said that customers aren't asking for safe products, and they replied, "Well, customers aren't asking for toxic ones either." So really, we need to make sure that we're focusing on the right things, and our customers can really help us with that and push us along in that journey.
Absolutely. Is there anything we haven't covered, John, that you'd like to add?
I think one of the things that's really exciting to us is some of the movements that are happening within the building certification space, right? So we know that the recent updates of LEED have sort of pushed project designers, architects, managers to sort of ask more questions about this product transparency work, because those credits are becoming more and more attainable for project teams. And we're also seeing the growth in other building, green building certifications like WELL, Living Building Challenge, and others. And I think, that's really exciting for us as manufacturers to be able to be part of that movement towards greener, healthier, more efficient buildings. And, I think, like I said in the last question, really asking the questions of your manufacturers will really move us all in the right direction, because those questions cascade down the supply chain, and we can start innovating towards better, healthier, safer buildings.
Absolutely. It can really push the entire industry forward. So once again, we've been talking today with John Shmea from Andersen Corporation, and I'm Sharida Sessa for Greenbuild. Thank you, John, once again for being with us, and thank you to all of our viewers for tuning in. We'll see you next time.